I'm Daichi, 23, living alone in Tokyo. It's 10 p.m. I've been editing videos since this morning. I moved to McDonald's for a change of environment. They have outlets and Wi-Fi, which is essential for work. Now that I've finally finished creating the video, it's time for my reward. Late night Ichiran Ramen. Walking toward Ichiran now. For those who don't know, Ichiran is one of Japan's most famous ramen chains. It started in Fukuoka and now has locations across the country. They are known for one thing, Tonkotsu ramen. That's a pork bone broth that's been simmered for hours. The result is a rich, creamy, deeply flavorful broth that's unlike anything you'll find elsewhere. But what makes Ichiran even more special is the dining experience itself. Unlike most ramen shops where you sit at a counter with other people, Ichiran has individual booth seats. You get your own private space with a privacy partition. You can just focus on your ramen, your thoughts, your moment of peace. That's why I love it. After editing all day, I need this quiet time with good food. I've arrived at Ichiran. The storefront is striking, bright, eye-catching, impossible to miss even at night. The signage is bold and unmistakable. This is Ichiran's signature look. Walking in now. The moment you step inside, the smell hits you. The rich aroma of tonkotsu broth simmering for hours. Now ordering. I can see there's a late night surcharge after 10 p.m. First, tonkotsu ramen, the main course. Next, half Kaedama, replacement noodles, adding extra chashu, small rice, and finally matcha onion tofu for dessert. Total 2,180 yen. Paying with my credit card. The payment processes instantly. A ticket prints out, showing my order number and order details. Taking the ticket. Now I find my booth and wait for my order. I've received my order form. This is what makes Ichiran special. You can customize your ramen exactly how you like it. Let me fill this out. First, the soup richness. I'm going with standard. Next, the cuttiness level, how creamy and rich the broth is. I'm going for super katteri, garlic. Standard is fine. Green onions. I'm marking both white and green onions. Chashu. Yes, I want it. Red secret sauce. Standard. And finally, noodle firmness. I'm choosing firm. I like noodles with a bit of chew to them. This is my customized order form. Time to turn this in and wait for my perfectly tailored ramen. I've received exchange tickets for the Kaedama and the Matcha onion tofu. These will be exchanged for the actual items later. Now, something unique about Ichiran. Look at these wooden plaques on the wall. These are communication tools. At Ichiran, you don't need to speak to the staff. These plaques allow you to communicate your needs silently and privately. The first one. The surrounding voices and noise are bothering me. Second, I don't understand the ordering method. Third, I'm temporarily leaving my seat. Fourth, I need children's dishes. There's also an additional order form on the wall. If you want to add more items, you circle what you want, call the staff, and hand them the form with cash. And there's even a feedback questionnaire. Respect for privacy, efficiency, and personalization. Now I wait for my ramen. Here it is, my ramen. Rich tonkotsu broth, noodles, toppings. Looking at the ramen closely, the broth is creamy and rich. That super kotori I ordered, you can see the depth of color, the richness, the chashu. Small bowl of fluffy white rice. Grabbing noodles with my chopsticks, taking a bite. The firmness is perfect. I ordered them firm, and that's exactly what I got. They're chewy, satisfying. The noodles at Ichiran are made specifically to work with their tonkotsu broth. With each bite, you taste both the noodle and the broth together. Now taking a piece of chashu and placing it on top. This is how you eat it, the tender chashu resting on the fluffy rice. Taking a piece of chashu. It melts instantly. The texture is unbelievable. It's so tender it practically dissolves on your tongue. This is what separates Ichiran from other ramen shops. The quality of the pork is premium. The flavor is rich and savory, but not overwhelming. You can taste the care that went into preparing it. Handing over my dessert ticket right as the noodles appear keeps the flow seamless. Sliding the Kaedama into the remaining broth instantly revives the entire ramen experience. Slurping the hot noodles allows the rich pork bone broth to coat every single bite. The perfect chewiness of the second round completely rewards the body after a long day of editing. Sipping the remaining soup brings out the ultimate depth of the hours-long brewing. The vibrant dark green of the matcha sauce looks like a small piece of art. Seeing this clean contrast brings a moment of visual peace right in my narrow booth. Pouring the included matcha sauce on top adds a rich, deep flavor with a refreshing bitterness. This matcha almond tofu is incredible. It's creamy, silky smooth, and the matcha flavor isn't overpowering. The perfect way to finish a bowl of ramen. Finishing every last bite completely satisfies the soul after a grueling day. This quiet late-night ritual provides the perfect reset to face tomorrow's challenges. Stepping just outside the door, the cool night air feels really nice. Now that my stomach is completely filled, it is time to head back home. At the entrance, I found their souvenir corner. You can buy Ichiran Ramen, instant noodles, and even their signature spicy seasoning to take home. It's a great way to enjoy Ichiran even after you leave. Arriving back at my quiet apartment instantly brings the real sense of relief. Taking off my shoes marks the official conclusion to this long, productive day. Stepping into my own room instantly returns me to my familiar reality. I sink into my beanbag, unpack everything, and finally take a deep breath. On the way home, I stopped by Don Quixote and picked up a little reward for myself. First up, Jagariko. It costs just 108 yen, one of Japan's most popular potato snacks. Next, a beer for 174 yen. I'm not very good with alcohol, and since most Japanese beers are around 5% alcohol, I chose one that's only 3.5% instead. Let's crack it open. That's really smooth, light, crisp, and easy to drink. I'm glad I chose the 3.5% one. Days like this remind me that happiness doesn't have to be complicated. After spending hours editing videos, a bowl of ramen, a few snacks, and a quiet night at home are more than enough. Living alone isn't always exciting, but moments like these make me appreciate the simple things. Tomorrow I'll wake up and start creating again. Thanks for spending this evening with me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Good night from Tokyo.